Let me tell you a story. It's a story about good people. It's about people who stand shoulder to shoulder every day and perform the tasks asked of them while there's no appreciation whatsoever for their service or for their labor. Not from management, from their patrons, and without monetary compensation in reasonable amounts for the services and the labor they provide, they tarry on day after day. They're good, strong, capable, and intelligent people, trapped in servitude to a wage that doesn't begin to meet their needs. It is without encouragement from management, without incentive from corporate higher-ups who serve shareholders at the expense of laborers who earn them their wages, that they continue to labor. Without light or hope, many continue to toil, with no immediate relief in sight. Some took a bad step in life. Others' fate has dealt a cruel hand. And for some it has been the economy, and others have just never known any different. Maybe you know some of them. Maybe you are one of them. When I think of these things, I'm reminded of the words of Henry David Thoreau. The mass of men lead lives of quiet desperation. But this isn't the 1800s. This isn't feudal Europe. It's not the third world. It's 2012, and this certainly isn't the picture and the image of America I was raised on. We've got good, capable people out of work, losing their houses, their retirements, their livelihoods, and the whole system and training they were raised on, and the thinking and the ideas they were encouraged to embrace has failed them. And I say it's time to make a change. It's time to wake up, that anything is possible. Now, am I advocating a revolution? Well, at least in your minds I am. Am I saying there's no place in the world for low-priced goods, for low-priced services and labor? No, of course not. But what I'm saying is there are far too many people in this position today who don't belong there, and others who wouldn't stay another minute in that position if they were offered encouragement, training, and better opportunities. If they had the chance to be uplifted, to be mentored and encouraged, if they got outside the box, many would rise far above. They would rise far above not only their current circumstances and positions in life, but also rise far above any positions that they had ever held in life. Many would have a total life transformation and rocket to a new dimension of success and life abundance given the right training, thinking, systems, and beliefs. And that's what it's all about. That's what I'm all about. And that's what MLM is all about. I'm on a mission. And new thinking, opportunities, training, and beliefs is a part of it. That's why I endorse MLM. success education and financial literacy as a part of my mission. You see, MLM is fair. MLM is equitable. It's good for people, and it's good for America. Corporate entities and individuals that take advantage of one group of people to serve the wants of another are not socially equitable or even ethical, in my opinion. It's time to rethink the model. A strategy that involves clawing your way up the ladder with treachery and injustice toward your fellow worker or man isn't competition, it's cutthroat treachery. Don't call it the real world, call it what it is. If it looks like poo, smells like poo, and behaves like poo, it's probably poo, not some inescapable fact of life. It's pretty simple, really. Don't step in it, don't play with it, and don't hold it as sacred or unavoidable. A system or a society that encourages or even tolerates cutthroat politics and unscrupulous tactics to get ahead that end up bankrupting people morally, ethically, and financially is evil. There's nothing else to call it. These are extreme words and examples perhaps, but they appropriate the impact necessary to describe the levels and the limits much of this unethical practice and behavior is stooped to. And it's become more and more commonplace and accepted. I think that it's unacceptable. If you've been a victim of it, or if your life has become tainted because of it, I feel for you. You have my heart. But MLM is different, and success education is liberating. It's a breath of fresh air for an oxygen-deprived society. It's good old-fashioned grassroots entrepreneurialism. It's personal integrity and character that end up mattering with MLM and that you end up being compensated for. Actually, it's even better than that. It's better because MLM encourages the best from everyone and rewards them equitably for their performance and for their service. In other words, the more I help you to succeed in this industry and the better you do, the better we both end up doing. And that is fair. That is equitable. That is the way that things should be. The money that ends up making cable television nearly unwatchable, I mean, am I the only one? The money that renames our stadiums, fills the hollow pages of our magazines, newspapers, and that pollutes the airwaves and the serenity of our life landscapes with endless psychological brainwash and babble, all the marketing messages, all that stuff that ends up going to the multimedia advertising giants, ends up going into distributors' pockets in this business instead of the multimedia giants. And that's fair. That's as it should be. As Robert Kiyosaki puts it, it also helps you cross over to the B and I side of the cash flow quadrant, which is the only side of this equation, this quadrant, that you're going to be able to truly achieve financial freedom on. It puts the necessary leverage and the system in your hands to create wealth and freedom and to do it in record time. In fact, there's no other industry in the world quite like it. In fact, you're still able to start a viable business with little money down, peanuts really, and have the prospect of making ridiculous sums of money and achieving true wealth, true abundance, and true freedom in your life. Not only that, but it's possible to achieve that freedom in such a short amount of time that it baffles the imaginations of most people. The best part of it is that this is a business of personal growth and encouragement that is fair, equitable, and I believe it's good for everyone. You don't take advantage of people to get ahead in this industry. Instead, you help raise them up and encourage them, assisting them to grow and become the best they can be in life. There's no other industry out there that's like it. Instead of stabbing your colleagues and friends in the back to scale the ladder of success, you become a problem solver, willing to help friends, families, neighbors, colleagues, and even strangers reach a higher standard in life. You're actually excited when someone on your team outdoes you and becomes more successful than you are. You cheer and applaud rather than resentfully plotting their demise. It's capitalism the way it should be. I don't know how those other poor trap souls continue to do it week in and week out, year after year, month after month, with no hope in sight. How do they not just explode? Yes, I know. Freedom is just one of my top values, remember what I've said. And I'm not advocating a personal revolution at the expense of people's livelihoods. But come on, people. Isn't it time for a change? Isn't it time for some fresh air, a new perspective from outside the box, new thinking, new ideas? Isn't it really past time to embrace personal growth, new thinking, new possibilities, new opportunities, and some new outcomes? And isn't this especially true when it comes to the minds of people and what makes sense and what's really secure in today's world? Just from the point of financial intelligence and looking at the statistics, we can see that the nonsense being taught and that has become incorporated into American thinking has a 95% failure rate for an individual. The statistical data is dismal, and you're absolutely ignorant if you think that old thinking and old systems are going to work any better smack in the middle of a worldwide economic recession. We need new systems. We need new strategies, new thinking, and a new mindset to lead us. You can't solve a problem with the same thinking that created it. You have to get outside that box and wake up if you're going to have a better chance of success than the 95% of other people out there. You need a better system, and you need better training. Get some new training. Embrace some fresh ideas and fresh thinking. Get outside the box and live a little. Break free from the trap and walk triumphantly into a new and a brighter future. Embrace MLM today. Embrace personal success education, training, and personal growth as a way of life. Do it like your life depended on it, because it does. Embrace an outside-the-box type strategy and lifestyle. And begin to enjoy outside-the-box type results. Check out the links below to learn more. My name is Dave Schluter, coming at you from my work at home studio today. It has been a pleasure training with you, and I am out.